Hi, I am in Tucson and the Wi-Fi seems to be okay. I hope it continues to be okay. We'll see. This is just a short class, about a half an hour, strength and mobility. And I don't have any props with me, so I don't have anything to use. So we'll just do body weight and stuff like that, okay? As always, make changes if you feel like you need to, all right? Maybe I'll do this. The air is so nice, but it's a little loud. Okay, so I just want to make sure. Okay, great. So we're gonna come seated, and we're gonna start with some hip mobility stuff. As you can see, I'm seated, my legs are over to the left, my right foot is right against my left thigh. And I'm gonna start with my hands behind me, keeping my feet where they are on the floor, and then just bringing the knees all the way over to the other side. And I'm just gonna continue to go back and forth. If your hips are super tight or you're feeling any tightness in the knees or anywhere else, just maybe slow it down and take some breaths or make any changes that you feel like you need to make that are obvious to you. If this feels really nice and fluid, you don't even have to use your hands here. I'm going to continue to use my hands for now. Okay, so you can bring your hands up in front of you. It's more challenging to then bring the legs over without them. Okay, so you can continue like that. I'm going to do 4 more here. And 1 more each way. And then I'm going to stop over here, facing the left. And I right, there it is. Come up onto my knees. And I'm going to bring my right leg forward. Right leg forward. And then I'm going to go back. And then have a seat again. It's kind of awkward when you have shoes on, but just try to work your way through it. And then I'm going to go over to the other side, do the same thing. Go over to the right, push myself up, and then bring my left leg forward. Left leg forward. Okay? I'm going to go back over to the right and we'll add a little bit. So you'll kind of have to bring the legs back where they were. Not using your hands is a fun thing to try. Come over, come on up, and then step the right foot forward. Okay? From here, I'm just going to scooch back so you can see this a little bit better. Right foot is forward. This is a nice opportunity for a flexor stretch. Think about drawing your abdominals in, sending the tailbone down a little bit, gives me an instant, really deep flexor and hamstring stretch here. If you want to make it even a deeper stretch, you can bring the left arm up to the ceiling and just do a slight reach over to the right. And now I think this is a psoas stretch, which I really need, actually. And then I'm going to bring my arm down, and then I'm going to step this leg back, and then bring my legs over to the other side, over here, come on up, and now we're stepping the left leg forward. A little wobbly, but okay. I'm just going to continue to turn so you can see what I'm doing. Left leg is forward, and again, belly is in, tail is down. When you lean forward with your hips, you get a really deep quad and hamstring stretch here. And to increase it, I'm bringing my right arm up, and I'm stretching over to the side. And then I'm going to bring my arm back down. I'm going to stay sort of up here, but I'm going to switch the legs again. Left leg down, right leg up. Try to get the left knee underneath the hip and the right foot underneath the right knee. I'm just gonna bring my arms out nice and wide. Press the left hip forward again a little bit and lift the chest. I'm just gonna hold here for 5. And then I'm switching the legs. Do the best you can. If you're not using the hands here, that's again an added challenge, which I think is kind of fun. Press the right hip forward a little bit. Try to get the right foot underneath that right knee. Lift the chest and hold here. Shoulders are down, 5. Coming back, hands here. Use your hands on the floor if you need to. Coming back to the right leg forward one more time. I'm actually just gonna bring my arms down here. Curl the back toes forward and then all the way up. Try to stand tall here. I'm just gently driving down through the back leg, pressing the left hip forward. And then I'm gonna go back down the way I just came up, softening the knees and returning to the floor. Switch the legs, right leg back, left leg forward, curl the back toes forward. If this is really awkward for you, grab a chair, put it by you, or don't do this part. I don't want you to push through something that feels super awkward, okay? Or even something that just feels wrong. I'm gonna press myself up, take a nice deep breath. That side is a lot harder for me. I'm standing tall here at the top, lifting the chest, straightening the back leg so I get that deep stretch through the back flexor. And then I'm coming all the way back down again. Switching the legs. Left leg forward, left leg down, right leg back. Curl the toes forward. Lift the chest. All the way up. Standing tall, pressing that left hip forward a little bit just so I can continue to stretch through the flexor and then back down. And I'm switching my legs one more time, right leg down, left leg forward, curling the back toes forward, bracing the abdominals to press myself up. Exhale on the way up is nice. That was a little easier. Standing nice and tall. And then coming all the way back down. Of course, you can incorporate weights here if you want to. It's really up to you. I'm gonna come now, hands and knees. I'm gonna do a little combo, stretch for the back and push up here, modified push up. So I'm gonna send my hips back towards the heels, head comes down, take a breath. And then I'm gonna bring myself forward into that modified push-up position. And I'm gonna do 3 modified push-ups, belly button is in. 3. 1 more. And then hips go back again. Take a nice deep breath, stretch through the low back, through the middle back, let the head be heavy. And then we're coming forward again. If you want to make this a little harder, you can extend your legs and come into a regular push-up. I'm going to stay modified. 3 more here. And then 1 more stretch back here, sitting back, head is heavy. Take a nice deep breath. And then coming forward, let's do hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Draw the abdominals in. See if you can lift your chest away from the mat and aim your elbows back, just so the shoulders can stay put away from the ears. I'm gonna extend the left leg out and the right arm out. Fingertips are down, toes are down. Lift the left hip a little bit. Both the right arm and the left leg will lift. And I just want you to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come back down and return to start. And we'll find the other sides. Right leg out, left fingertips down, belly button is in. Take a nice deep breath and float them off the floor and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way back down. Knees wide, hands narrow, and then I'm twisting. And other side. Again, each way. And again. And then return. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So we're going to go back to the push-up stretch. We're going to do basically the same thing. We'll change the other variations of what we just did just a bit, but this first part will be the same. Sit back, head is down, and then come forward, modify push-up, 3 here, 3, sit back, stretch, and then come forward, 3 more here, 3, 1 more, and big stretch back again. Coming back to hands and knees, okay? This variation is going to be a little bit different. We'll start with the right arm out and the left leg out as well. We're going to lift the arm and the leg up. The arm will stay, the leg will tap, come back up, and then the arm tap and return. Leg, arm. 2 more each way. Last one. And arm, and then come back to start. Other sides, left arm out, right leg out. Draw the abdominals in here. They will lift and just pause. Push the ground away. Lengthen the neck. Leg, arm. Leg, arm. Leg, arm. Last one each way. Leg, and arm. And then come all the way back down. Sit back on your heels. Just give the wrists a little bit of a break if you need to. I always kind of do. A little twist around here. Coming back to our twist. Wide knees, hands narrow, and twist. Breathe. Don't hold your breath here. One more each way. And then come back in. Here we are. Last little set here, sitting back on the heels, stretching the arms forward, big. Spine release here, head is heavy. And then come forward, draw the abdominals in, 3 push-ups here. 3, 2, 1. And sit back. And then return, 3 more, 3, 2, 1. And then last big stretch back and forward at the same time. Head is heavy. Take a big exhale here. And then come back. So this next bit is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to start with, I think it'll be best for me to turn to the side a little bit here. I'm going to bring the right arm out to the side. My fingertips are down, but I'm not putting too much of my weight into that arm. The left leg is going to come out to the side and back down. Out to the side and back down. So light into the right hand, out to the side, back down. 3 more here. 3. And 2. And 1. Extend the back leg out, keep it down. Bring the right arm out to the side. Lift your chest away from the floor. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Last one here. And then I'm going to switcheroo, right arm down, left arm out to the side. Fingertips are light. Oh, my right leg will be bent here. Belly button is in. Right leg out to the side. 6, 5. You can float your left arm off the mat completely. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extending that back leg out. Left arm lifts and lowers. 2. Find length from the back foot all the way through to the crown of the head. Last 3 here. 3, 2, and last 1. And then come all the way down. One more set of twists here. Knees wide, hands narrow. And breathe. Last one each way. Let's just take some of the pressure off the hands for a second. We're going to do one more thing on the hands and the knees. Breathe here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips one more time. Cat-cow here. Articulate into a nice flexion feeling. And then arch. Find your arch. Neck is really nice and long. Take your time here and just breathe. Take as many deep breaths as you can as you move through this. Two more sets. And one more each way. And then come back to the center. And I'm going to come on up to stand. I'm going to come up kind of like what we were doing earlier. I'm going to step one of my feet forward, curl the back foot in, take a nice deep breath, all the way up, and then stepping forward, okay? From here, feet are underneath. Let's actually change this. I'm going to bring my feet wide, a little bit wider than my own hips, toes wide. I always gravitate towards hands in front of the chest, but just do whatever you really want to with your hands. Shoulders are down, and we're taking a little bit of the sumo squat here. Try to keep your upper body nice and upright. I'm gonna do 8 more just like this. 8. Try to get your weight as evenly as you can in your feet. If doing a sumo squat doesn't feel okay for your parts, do a regular squat. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. Last 2. The next one we're going to hold right about here. Just hold here. Shoulders are down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come all the way up. Let's come on back in. Toe, heel, your way back in. Hands to hips. We're going to step the left foot back and try to get your left heel down. And we're bending the right knee. Use your hands to turn your pelvis so your shoulders and your pelvis are as even with one another as they can be. So you're not open like this. You're facing straight ahead. Draw the abdominals in. Arms are nice and wide here. Hinge forward. And then come back up. Make sure your feet are hip distant apart here. Hinge forward. And come back up. 3 more. 3. And up. 2 more. 2. And up. Last one here. And I'm going to bring my hands back to my hips and I'm switching out my feet. Left foot forward, right foot back. Make sure your feet are not too narrow. It's going to make it a lot harder to balance. Turn your hips so they are in line with your shoulders, facing straight ahead. Arms come out wide and hinge forward and come up. Hinge forward. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Coming back here and stepping forward. Okay, we're coming back to Sumoville. Toes wide. Aim your knees and your toes out at a similar angle, and feel free to bring them in if going wide doesn't feel good for your knees, okay? Come back here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, this one, next one we're holding again. Hold here. So now we're going to move the heels. 1 up, other 1 up. 1 up, other 1 up. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2. 1 more each way. And then heels down, all the way up. Take a nice deep breath. It's hard to toe heel in on the rug, but if you're on the floor, you can toe heel, and it was like too challenging. I just couldn't do it, couldn't handle it. Okay, we're gonna come now, feet hip distant. Pretend like you have a chair behind you for a regular old squat, and sit back, and then come up to stand. Sit back, and come up to stand. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, totally flying backwards. 1 more time. And then come all the way up again. I'm gonna bring my heels together, my toes apart here. Standing up nice and tall. Try to put your head right on top of everything else. Heels up a little, up a little, up a little, down a little, down a little. So up for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3 more like this. And down, 2 more. Last one. 2, 3. Arms right by your sides. I'll come to the side so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Chest expansion. So we're going to start actually with the arms forward, bringing the arms down, and then pushing them back to lift and open the chest. We're going to add a heel lift. Heels stay down as you inhale, and then exhale. And inhale, and exhale. 2 more. Last one. And then come back, lower the heels all the way down, okay? A little bit of work down on the floor, and then we'll be all done. Some core work down here. You can come down onto your back. Okay, so let's keep the arms right by our sides. Just give me 2 deep breaths to find expansion through the waist, and then emptying the lungs just to find that deeper connection through the hips and the center of your body. So let's do that now. Inhale deeply. I'm going to keep that breathing going and bring one leg up and the other leg up as well. So continue to find that deeper belly connection. Tap one heel down and return. Neck is long here. And tap. 3 more sets. 3 and 2. One more each way. And then feet come all the way down and just relax. One more thing here. Arms are going to come straight up. Legs are coming up as well. Right arm, left leg. Reach away from center. Go as far as you'd like. As far as you can stay connected, and then the opposites. Okay, so here's the trick. When the opposite limbs are reaching outward, the other 2 stay still. 3 more sets here. 3 and 2 and last set. And come all the way down. Quick stretch here. Knees over to, let's actually bend both knees over to the right, and then open the top arm all the way to the left. One more deep breath here, and we'll bring the legs over to the other side. All the way over. Knees left, eyes right. And then I'm going to roll to my side and come on up to stand through a down dog. Hands and feet come in towards one another. And then you can let your upper body hang towards the floor, hands to elbows, super heavy head with an exhale. Release the arms and roll it up. And head is the last thing up. All right. Do you guys want to see? I'll show you the mountains. I wonder if I can show you them. See if I can try. Maybe just too bright to show you. Oh, I think it is too bright. I'll send a picture. Oh, you can kind of see that. Isn't that cool? Okay. Have a good day.